We've told you about the Bada Bling Bandit. Crime Watch Daily now with the latest chapter in the sordid life of Abigail Kemp. She's beautiful and brazen, and now she's headed behind bars. Abby Kemp has finally been convicted and sentenced to federal prison. And one of her victims is speaking out about the sheer terror Kemp callously inflicted upon her.
Somebody pulls a gun on you, you're gonna do whatever they say to do.
Kemp was a gorgeous model. She's a former Hooters waitress and a quarterback for the Atlanta Steam Lingerie Football League. But Abigail is anything but a model citizen. The feds call her a gun-wielding jewel thief.
Anything you want to say, Abby?
The 25-year-old Southern stunner, her dirty blonde hair pulled up in a high ponytail, was led off to jail a while back, accused of pulling off a brazen series of jewelry heists across the Southeast. Abigail's family and friends said nothing to our Atlanta affiliate WGCL as they entered the federal court where Abby made her very first appearance.
How are you doing? Anything you want the public to know about your daughter?
But what the feds know is that's Abigail, boldly staring straight into the surveillance camera during one of her many jewelry store jobs. At this store, the jewel thief dressed in sweats and sneakers helps herself to the gems. Cops say Abigail terrorized a total of 13 victims during robberies across 5 states over a one-year period. One of them, Brianna Cutshaw, told us she feels lucky to be alive.
She pulled a gun on us. She told us to get on the ground and put zip ties on our hands and just kept telling us not to say anything.
Did that cross your mind that you were actually going to be shot?
Of course it crosses your mind. How can it not?
Abby stole hundreds of thousands of dollars in jewels and left the store without firing a shot. But for her victims, the fear never ended.
I kept thinking, well, what if she comes back because she knows we've seen her face and we could recognize her?
Right now, the thefts are in the millions of dollars.
The feds say Abigail ripped off over $4 million worth of bling at stores in 5 southern states: Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Florida. Prosecutors say Kemp worked with a team of accomplices she met while waitressing: Larry Gilmore, Michael Gilmore, and Lewis Jones. The feds stating in court papers, Jones and the Gilmores began training Kemp to rob the jewelry stores on her own. The training took place at this window tint shop in Atlanta owned by the Gilmores. The men picked the stores to be robbed and chose the outfits Abigail would wear during the holdups. How did they catch her? The feds say she was communicating with her cohorts during the robberies. Her cell phone pinged towers at or near all the locations. They also found a photo of a maroon Honda on her social media accounts that matched one scene in surveillance video. Now, Crime Watch Daily with the brand new details of Kemp's deal with the government. In this plea agreement, Kemp has admitted to several counts, including conspiracy to interfere with commerce by robbery and using a firearm during a crime of violence. She'll spend 10 years in a federal prison. She could have gotten life, but by ratting out her crew, prosecutors gave her a break.
I was surprised by Ms. Kemp's sentence, but she was a cooperator, and so that's not unusual.
Victim Brianna Cutshaw isn't convinced justice was served.
I can't change it, so you just have to accept it.
Accomplice Larry Gilmore got 32 years. The other 2 co-conspirators will be sentenced at a later date. Abby and Gilmore will also have to pay nearly $1.5 million in restitution. Abigail Kemp, once the daring diamond diva, has lost her luster now that she's a newly minted federal prisoner.